Hey, all, GIF here. Just getting a video done that I promised in my last video that I would actually do, and that is go through and show off my Super Famicom games. But I'm also going to be ranking them from fun to the best. I don't think I actually have any games that are extremely horrible, bad, whatever. I just there's a ranking of fun to it. So I'm going to give it up to 5 stars. From 0 stars to 5 stars. And but I do have a few disclaimers that I have to do before I get into my rankings of the Super Famicom games that I have. One is I do not know a lick of Japanese. Don't read it, don't understand it if it's spoken to me, and obviously I don't speak it. So, that means that there are a few that I have been unable to play. Unfortunately, those ones I am not going to give a rank to. I will explain why I got them. Hopefully, be able to get to play them one day. But I will have a few of those. I also would like to say that even, since I don't speak a lick of it and I don't understand any of it, some of the pronunciations of the characters' names or the titles are going to be off. So please do not leave a bunch of comments down below showing that, give me the correct pronunciation. It's late. Pronunciation of those words, because it's kind of no use for me. So also, hopefully you guys will beg with me. I do have my coffee with me, and I have a bad sore throat, so hopefully it'll get to feeling a little better. But I'll enjoy a little coffee while I do this. So let's start. Start with these. I do play most of these games on a Yobo FC Twin. I know it's the perfectionists or the original people who love the original systems are probably going to be yelling at me and just complaining about what I play it on. It works. It allows me to play these games. It allows me to play the NES, the Super NES, and the Super Famicom. It might actually let me play, it's over here, that's why I looked, but it might actually let me play Famicom games, which if it does, I've got a whole new group of games that I'm really looking forward to. So, the first game I have that I can't give a ranking to is Gamera versus Gauss. Now, I have yet to be able to figure out anything in this game. There's a lot of reading to it. It is a strategy game. I have gotten that idea, so I bought it because I am a huge Gamera fan. I love kaijus, giant, monsters, giant robots. That kind of stuff appeals to me. If you've seen my room tours, I have a shelf over that direction just dedicated, actually 2 or 3 shelves now, dedicated to kaiju, giant monsters, and just the likes of that. So that I'm not going to complain. I own it. All the games that I have in front of me, all the games that I am going to be ranking today, none of them cost me more than $20. So each. And it's just, to own it and to have it be Gamera, I'm fine with, having paid like $10 and not be able to play it. Eventually, hopefully, I will get to play it though. Next one is this Gundam game. Now, what I know of Gundam strictly comes from Toonami and anime that I find in thrift stores. I know Gundam Wing. I know Gundam Unicorn. Those were some of my favorites of the series. I watched all through the Gundam Wing series, and the Endless Waltz, which is where my favorite Gundam Heavy Arms, Endless Waltz Heavy Arms, comes from. So, just one of my favorites. This one is the same type of game as the Gamera versus Gauss, right down to the strategy, the way it's played, everything. So, unfortunately, again, I haven't been able to play that one. But it does, it does look good. So, the next one I have, and I'm gonna ruin this name, but it's Poi Poi Remix. Hopefully, I'm not too far off on that, but this is a kind of a Tetris type game. Here's a good look at the cover. It's a Tetris type game. It's almost like Battle Tetris. When you got a good combo, it sends rocks over, that they have to work around, and it could be a lot of fun if you have two players. But since I don't have anybody who actually enjoys games like this, or even who wants to play retro video games, these are games that I'm going to be playing single player, and fortunately single player, these lose a lot of enjoyment quickly. Now, if you had someone to battle against, you had someone to play with, that would be a different subject. It could probably be a very fun game, but after like 10, 20 minutes, you're looking at your shelves for what else you want to play. So, unfortunately, that's the only downfall for that. And I guess I haven't ranked this one. I definitely would give it I'd definitely give it a 2 stars. It's a fun game, but unless you have someone to play with, you're gonna get bored of it. So, these next two are, to be honest, may surprise people where I put these, because they are fantastic games. They are really enjoyable games. They are games that made it to the American Super Nintendo. That is F-Zero. There. This one, I do like it. It's really enjoyable. It's, again, a classic. If you have a Super Nintendo, you know what it's all about, and there's probably videos upon videos of people talking about the original, the American version, obviously. And the same thing with Mario Karts. Again, fantastic game. Thousands of fans who know, what this is and really enjoy it. But the only two, I put both of these at a 2.5, so midway in the mark. And the only reason I say that is because they have American versions. And as far as I can tell, or noticed, there is no difference between the American version and the Japanese version. So, to be honest, the only reason you would have the American version of Mario Karts or F-Zero, or the next one I'm going to be talking about, is for convenience and cheapness. Because where this may cost you $25 to $30 on eBay, this cost me $10 to $15. And I got it here at a store that sells Super Famicom games. So it was still, for people who are trying to build games on the cheap, or who are, just trying to build up a video game, that's an option instead of its American, more expensive counterpart. So that's why I have those two. And this one. Obviously, this is Mega Man or Rockman X. Rockman is what Mega Man's called in Japan. If you didn't know, if you did, I'm sorry for treating you like you're stupid. Not my intention. But this game is a lot of fun. I definitely put it, at a three-star basis. The only I honestly consider it to be funner. A lot more fun than the other two that I just did. And this is definitely, this was only like $15, I think. Mega Man X is 30, 40, $60, if I'm not mistaken. I could be very much so, but if I'm not mistaken, it's almost $60 American. This is 15. So, a lot of fun, totally enjoyable. Again, not any difference that I can tell from having played both. But you know, it's still a very enjoyable game. So, these I only got two left. But these are the funnest. These are the best games that I have for the Super Famicom. The ones I enjoy the most. And this one is SD Great Battle. Now, Band Presto is the company that made these. I pretty much will trust anything. I think they're pretty much about the same as like seeing Capcom. You know it's going to be a good game with that Band Presto logo. You know it's going to be a good game. Now this is, if you like Gundams, if you like Ultraman, and if you like Kamen Rider, this game's for you because it allows you to play all three of those. And even, I think you can even add more characters. Now this is kind of a walking and shooting. You can go up, you can go down, you can go left, you can go right. As you walk, you shoot the characters and you can play. There are some benefits to this. If you defeat certain enemies, then and you hit the buttons later on, it allows you to bring the enemy out and they start shooting with you. So you kind of have a sidekick out of the enemies that you defeat. That one was really cool. One of the other things that I really liked about this is if you played the Gundam, if you played Ultraman, if you played Kamen Rider, you could honestly hit and take out their enemies faster. So you literally had to choose which character you wanted for that level based on the enemies that were there. Because if you have a Ultraman and you shoot an Ultraman enemy, it only takes one shot. You do it with any of the others, it takes 3. And it's that way you can actually kind of like strategize, learn which levels. I think the first one, I've only done the 3 first levels, and I know the first one is Ultraman, the second one is Kamen Rider, and the third one is Gundam. Now as you go on, you do get more characters. And I like, one of the things I like better in this one than the second one, which is our, spoiler alert, our biggest one, is the fact that it's easier to switch the characters. With this one, all you have to do is hit that right button, right bumper, and it switches the characters, lets you go on really quickly. With the second one, for some reason they went to the select button. You hit it, then you hit it again, and it suddenly became the next character. But you had to freeze it, and it would allow you to become the next character. They also added another character, which I'm not even going to try. I do not know his name. So, but yeah, that's a fun game. I think there's 6 of these games. I know there's 5 of the actual SD, like fighting style, all that. But they also made one with soccer, which I do have coming. It's taken its sweet time, coming, but it is coming from Japan. So what are you going to do? So the next one is Great Battles 2. This game, it has one major difference compared to the other one. The other one is definitely a shooter game. You're walking around, you're shooting characters. This one is a Streets of Rage, Double Dragon, Ninja Turtles 2 type game. You're going, side-scrolling. You're beating people up as you go. And they come from both angles. So it's a lot of fun. One of the other things is these enemies drop, when you defeat them, they drop a item. Whether it's a red potion or a blue one, I can't remember. But if you pick up enough of them, and then you can honestly hit I think it's the right bumper, and it allows you to choose a 4, 8, or I think up to 16 um, level power up. And then I think with the Gundam, he just kind of spins around while shooting, and it takes out all the enemies on that level. Uh, Common Rider, he jumps up in the air, he does a sword swipe, it sends out a giant blade that goes in one direction. Got to be careful on, which way you do that. But it is, again, a lot of fun. There is, I can't tell this guy right here. I have no clue what his name is. But again, it's made by Band Presto. It has Kamen Rider, Gundam, and, Ultraman. I love it. And I can't wait to get the rest of these series. Like I said, I have the soccer one coming up pretty soon, which they added Godzilla for the soccer one. So it allows you to play a team of soccer or Godzilla versus a team of Ultraman in soccer. So much fun. So much fun. I love it. I definitely will be getting more of these. And if you guys have any recommendations of games that you think would be a lot of fun, games that you know of, if you hit, if you know any of those, let me know. Hit that comment section. Let me know. I'm dying to find new titles and just ones that are enjoyable. Yeah, there are the ones that you can buy, like the Mario Karts or the F-Zero or the Mega Mans, that you can, get on the Super Nintendo. But I want those ones that are exclusive to the Japanese, and the ones that they get that we didn't get in America. So if there's any good ones or any fun ones, let me know. I'm dying to play some more. So out of all the systems I collect for right now, and there's quite a few of them, this is my favorite system to buy, to play for. Again, don't understand the look of the language they're made in, but it's a lot of fun. So hopefully I can get a few more, and hopefully I can find like a translator, because I would definitely like to be able to play the Gundam and the Gamera games. So, well, guys, that is it. Thank you for sticking around. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have a comment or anything you want to say, leave a comment below. If you like these kind of videos, please hit that subscribe button. And just hopefully you have a good day, and look forward to the videos that I'm coming out with pretty soon. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.